Dallas has the best record in the NFL at 9-1 in front of Baltimore, Indy, Chicago, and Seattle. So I'm going to start with you, GZ. True or false? The Cowboys are the best team in the NFC. Best team in the NFC.
See, this is a loaded question, though, because sometimes circumstances can set you up to be a little even better than you are.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that. I didn't even have to make my point. You already agree with me. I just think of the Bears last year. Once you start rolling, you start playing a little bit above your head. And the way their schedule is setting up right now with the Dolphins here this week, they go play New Orleans without Drew Brees. Green Bay, okay, tough one, but at least that one's at home. Then you got the Jets. It's not crazy. They could be 6-0 heading into Philly for the Week 7 game against the Eagles. I'm sorry. Actually, that game is at home, too.
Wow.
So the way they're playing football on both sides of the ball right now, offensively, the way they're scheming things, I don't think it's crazy to say that.
So the answer is true, huh?
Maybe.
I'm not ready to say true quite yet. I mean, you do have the Rams in the NFC. When Drew Brees gets healthy and comes back, you still have the Saints, and I think Minnesota will be there at the end, too. But this team is built right? They're built around the run game. Ezekiel Elliott looks to be starting to get his spring back in his legs. And I think him missing training camp is going to end up being a blessing for this team. Because when he gets his second wind, which all players do a little bit later on in the season, it's going to be later, and it's going to be when they need him, when they're going to have to lean on him, when they're going to start being in cold weather games. You know what I'm saying? He had 111 yards last week, and I still think they're limiting his touches. I think they need to open it up a little bit, get him involved a little bit more in the passing game, because he does have the ability to be extended away from the formation and catch the passes and catch passes too. So I think Kellen Moore is doing his thing as the offensive coordinator right now too, man. He's getting the ball all over the place.
Looks great, and you have Dak, he's playing for a contract right now, but he's completing 82% of his passes. He's only been sacked one time through these two games. Last year, he was sacked like 56 times. They've been money on third down.
It's more creativity. So, like, the defense has to guess a little bit more now when they're going up against this.
And they got to respect the running game, so they're on skates, and all of a sudden that opens up things behind
both sides of the ball have been pretty good.
My biggest question about them is the pass rush. For as much as they've been upping games, they've only got 2 sacks this season. They've struggled to generate pressure with a 4-man rush, and they blitz fewer than all but one team in the entire NFL. Look for that to change tomorrow against the Dolphins. You got a young quarterback in Josh Rosen. They may be able to heat him up here. Look for them to bring linebackers and cornerbacks, see if they can manufacture a little pass rush going forward.
You think they're going to even need to bring it against the Miami Dolphins?
If there's ever a week to test out a new plan, this is probably
That's true.
But are they better than the Rams? Because when you look at who the Rams have beat, and I'm not saying that the Rams are not the best team in the NFC. I'm not sure if the Cowboys are or not, because the Rams have beat the Panthers, who have not looked great. They didn't look great at all in that TNF game against the Bucs, and the Saints without Drew Brees.
Do you remember that game late last year on a Thursday night against the Saints where they played outstanding ball and they slowed the Saints? And we said
Michael Irvin went crazy.
We say pick that game up and then move it to the Superdome in January. Different story. That's what I'm saying about fattening up their record. All of a sudden they could set themselves up to be home in the postseason potentially, and now all of a sudden it's a different feel to it. So when you ask about that question, I don't know. Is that game potentially in January going to be in Dallas, or is it going to be in Los Angeles?
I think right now, after 2 weeks, the Cowboys probably are the best team because they have their starters. They don't have a quarterback that's down, and they have been playing great on both sides of the ball.
They've drafted incredibly well,
yes,
and this is what happens when you draft incredibly well outside of Taco Charlton.
Yeah, that's true. Well, as Dak goes, the Cowboys go. Look at his stats. In his 34 wins, 75 total touchdowns to just 7 interceptions and a passer rating of 112. In those 16 losses, though, 17 touchdowns to 19 interceptions. That touchdown to interception ratio, just crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Patrick Mahomes, the reigning MVP, he's been playing lights out. He's been crazy. But depending on who you might ask, he might not even be the toughest quarterback to stop at Arrowhead tomorrow.
Who you asking? Who you asking?
I wonder if it's you. Guess what, though? It's almost that time, everybody. The Real Mike Rob report is coming up. You do?
Yeah, I got hair now.
Oh, you're right. Hey,
yeah, I got some hair now.
You had perfectly good hair this whole time?
I love it. It's great.
Sorry.
Get your questions in. Hashtag Real Mike Rob report on Twitter.
Sorry.
Yeah, you need some new headshots. What's going on there?
Man, I know. We got it.
This is your boys' alma mater, Newman Goretti Saints. 18-7 victory last night against Commonwealth Egan. 5-0. Congrats to Coach Albie Crosby and the crew. They got a kid, Tysheem Johnson. He can play. Fired up. My nephew's on the team.
Good job, Jeezy.
He's a freshman. We got to work with him, Mike Robb. But the rest of the squad looking great right now. 5-0. Go.
Look at that. Look at that. Players of the game. My football league down there in Virginia. Excel to Excellence Youth Football League. This is the Powhatan Chiefs. Then the Southside Ducks. Player of the game. There it is, guys.
I love it.
Another one. Another player of the game. E2E Youth Football. Central Region of Virginia. The only and the best youth football program in Virginia.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm using all my time right here, guys. All my time.
If you guys are balling out, send us your youth football pictures. Just use the hashtag PlayFootball, and you can find all sorts of information at playfootball.com.
We got to come out fighting everything we got. It don't matter who over there. It don't matter because you know what? We fast, physical, and we going to hit them in the mouth every single play.
Play fake. Wilson's going to dump it off in the flat to Michael Robinson. Wide open. Touchdown. Seahawks.
Let's go. They don't get nothing else. They don't get nothing else. I'm here all day. Buckle your chin strap.
It's your favorite time. It's your favorite time. It's your favorite time. The Real Mike Robb Report is back all week. I answer your questions on my social medias, on Twitter and Facebook. And here on Saturday, I come on GMFB Weekend and answer your questions on live television. Remember to use the hashtag Real Mike Robb Report. Let's get started. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, what's up, Daddy Mayhem? Real Mike Robb, how much better are Dak and the Cowboys compared to Wentz and the Eagles? Sorry, Colleen.
Oh.
All right, like a whole bunch or a metric ton. Look, they're really good. The Dallas Cowboys are really good. But look, I have to say this about the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz, to me, is taking way too many hits. And I'm not sure, I hope he does, but I'm not sure he makes it through the entire season and there's no backup plan. Nick Foles is down there hurt in Jacksonville. So I'm not going to say a metric ton, but right now the Dallas Cowboys are one of the hottest teams in the National Football League. Next question. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got?
Cody tweeted that one in.
Ryan Wilson. What do we got? Okay. Hey, Mike Robb, do you think Kyler Murray will finally get a win this weekend over the Panthers, or will he come up short in all caps? I think he does get a win over the Carolina Panthers this weekend. Kyler Murray, look, he's been throwing for a bunch of yards. And guess what? He's a shorter guy, right, guys? And he never gets passes tipped. Isn't that crazy? He has weird arm angles. He can get the ball out from almost any position. I think they get the win this weekend. Carolina Panthers, no Cam Newton. Next question. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Antoine, what's up, big dog? Which is more likely this season? Zeke runs for 2,000 yards or Julio Jones reaches 2,000 yards receiving? Look, for Ezekiel Elliott to run for 2,000 yards, look, he would have had to have started a little bit hotter than what he started. I will think he will get close. I will think it'll be more like 1,600, but he won't rush for 2,000 yards. Julio Jones, to me, that's more likely. I think the Atlanta Falcons will be down in a lot of games this year, and they're going to be throwing a lot to get back in games. Next question. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, this is Craig. I hope this is not our prediction.
Oh, boy.
All right,
See, that one's coming.
Whose shirt do you like better, Mike Garafolo or Tommy Pelissero? Oh, can I see the shirts? Can you show them to me? All right, that's Jeezy. That's really nice. And Tommy P, not even turn it to the camera.
There we go.
But you know what, Tommy, I'm sorry, man, you're a guest. I got to be loyal. I got to roll with my guy, Mike Jeezy. I love your shirt, big dog. I need that for Christmas, man. What's going on? I need that shirt, big
2-0
dog.
against Tom this year. 2-0.
Glad you finally won something.
2-0. Ian ruled week 1. I was better dressed. 2-0.
Wow.
Here we go, baby. About to clinch.
Good job.
Take a
Tom
knee.
Pellegrino's
Home
really
cooking
gotta,
here. That's what this
gotta bring
is.
it.
Objective. Hit me with that pass. Come on.
Colleen, back over to you.
Teammates.
All right, guys.
Whoa, you dropped it. I know. You lost it in the lights. You lost it in the lights.
So Antonio Brown out in New England. Is he out of the league for good? We have the latest on AB coming up next. And Lamar Jackson is running the table and rewriting those record books. Will he outscore Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs tomorrow? And it's America's favorite game. We're playing Who
Look at
Said
the
That?
stash right
Tommy
there.
P, get ready for this, okay?
All set.
Maybe I should throw. Maybe
Not in the light.
Maybe I should throw instead of catch. No, the ball went right into the light. I lost it. Here we go.
You lost.
Oh!
You actually raised out your seat a little bit.
How about
Under pressure, man. Under pressure. What was that?
Coffee's
You're supposed to
spilled.
throw and take the hit and all of that.
No way, man.
What are you on?